Canberra Nationals yesterday, but just fell in that third quarter. I think losing 31 points to 10 in the end in the third quarter. So, yeah, they'll definitely be looking to restore some pride today.
So here we go, runaway Daphne Friesen. Got the tip, but it's gone for the way of the Crusaders, and Johnny Whitworth's got it now, and she's guarded well by Leila Wright-Ponder. Taylor Thomas has come on to start for the Crusaders. She gets all the way in, Taylor. Oh, couldn't quite make it though, but it'll still be a Crusaders possession. Taylor, one of the smallest players on the court, found a way all the way down. So Bronte Moore will inbound. Finds Nicole Hutchins, but stolen by LaShayla Wright-Ponder, who stops for a mid-range, short. Hutchins with the rebound. Off to Michaela Miller, who had a great game yesterday with 15 points against Canberra. Taylor Thomas sets for a mid-range, too long. Picked up by Miller though. Gets it across to Bronte. Michaela for a three, in and out. Whitworth though with an offensive rebound. Michaela hit 2 threes yesterday, and she needs an early start to get going. Michaela, good defense there by the Bulls, and Hutch settles from mid-range, but there's a great rebound for the Bulls, and Georgia Sturton off and running, guarded heavily by Bronte Moore. To Abby O'Flynn, across to Stephanie Kramer, back to Friesen. In the corner. They go into Wright-Ponder. Friesen, just too big, over the top. Puts the first points on the board for the Bulls. Daphne Friesen. Taylor Thomas for the Crusaders. Well guarded. Johnny Whitworth. Goes left. Michaela Miller. They go inside to Hutchins. Hutchins should do the damage inside. She does. Good start to Nicole. 2 points apiece.
Really good, nice, soft pass as well from Miller, right into Hutch's hands.
Stephanie Kramer. Across to Friesen. Georgia Sturton goes inside. Wright-Ponder. Little left hook, no good. Hutchins the rebound. Off to Thomas. She's well guarded by Kramer. Johnny Whitworth thinks about a three. Goes to side all
wide
the way
open.
In. Well, that was a crafty move. It opened up. She went straight in.
It was the parting of the seas on that one.
It was indeed. And the Crusaders are up 4 points to 2 in the early going of this round 18 clash. Kramer looking for help. Finds Sturton for three. Georgia Sturton with a flush from outside. Johnny Whitworth on the right wing. Again, thinks about a three. Looks for the screen. There's Hutchins down low, but good hands by Wright-Ponder. But Bronte Moore goes all the way left, and she's fouled. And Bronte Moore will go to the line to shoot a couple.
Yeah, it's each team are just trying to still settle in and get comfortable. I think everyone's still a little bit on edge. Probably, as you were saying before, Hamish, both teams knowing that last game of the season, both want to restore some pride to get a win to finish the season. So everyone's still a little bit edgy.
Yep, still feeling their way. So Bronte Moore goes to the line. She's going to shoot a couple. Bronte hitting 46% from the free throw. She'll want to remedy that in the off-season, I'm sure. Hits the second. And we'll square with 5 apiece. Georgia Sturton brings it up. Across to Wright-Ponder. Abby O'Flynn to Kramer. Sturton back to Kramer for three. Short. But she follows the rebound. And there's, oh, wow. When you get in the tussle with Michaela Miller, you'll come out with a bruise.
Yeah, you'll come out second best.
There's a jump ball, but possession arrow goes the way of the Bulls.
So it's good hustle from the Crusaders to make sure they didn't get that second chance effort from the no board. You always got to box out the shooter first, though. That's the easiest person to box out.
Friesen, matched up against Hutchins. Great. Oh, you can see the play. Wright-Ponder trying to get it back to Friesen, but just a little bit long. And it's a turnover, the way of the Crusaders. We see a substitution. And LaShayla Wright-Ponder has a little rest. And Shona O'Connell-Shea comes in. The best Irish-sounding name I think I've ever heard. Shona O'Connell-Shea. Brilliant.
Yeah. covers nearly everything.
It does. Taylor Thomas off to Miller on the right wing, looking for help. Miller gets it across to Bronte Moore. Bronte steps away in, nearly gets the roll, but Daphne Friesen, that intimidating presence down low, as Sturton comes up with it. There's a foul reach in from Bronte Moore.
Unlucky.
Caught Sturton across the chest.
But so far for the Crusaders' offensive options, it's pretty clear that I think some of the weakness is coming from that left-hand drive, because that's been open, you know, at least 3-4 times now.
Good hand in there by Bronte Moore. Another sideline possession as Georgia Sturton brings it up for the Inner West Bulls. Bronte Moore's guarding her. Friesen sets the screen. Sturton. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, wide open from the block.
Beautiful. Daphne off the glass for 2. Bulls take a lead 7 points to 5. Just over 6 minutes left to play first quarter. Bronte finds Michaela Miller. She's well guarded by Abby O'Flynn. Michaela off to Bronte. Taylor Thomas, in fact. Michaela Miller.
She's open. Have a go.
Mid-range.
There we go.
And down she goes, Michaela. That's what she needs to get her confidence up. An early good start.
I'm like, she's wide open. When is she going to realise? Have a shot. Have a shot.
And we're all tied up at 7 apiece. 5.5 to play, first quarter. Kramer. O'Flynn. Sturton considers the three-pointer. She's still thinking about it. Johnny Witt was on her. And a great pass inside. Friesen trying to get the rebound, but it's knocked away. But it still go the way of the Bulls, as O'Connell Shea trying to get the rebound.
I'm trying to think who else the Crusaders are missing, because Taylor Thomas didn't start yesterday. They're missing Danica Rowe as well.
And Danica's not playing today.
Oh, that's mega.
That is huge, because Danica had a 20-point game yesterday.
Oh, wow. So you're missing Rowe, Cracknell, Loader.
That's your offense. And blocked by Bronte Moore. Well, Georgia Sturton. Oh, travel.
Yeah, the shot clock went off.
Shot clock violation.
Straight.
Well, I think people were waiting for the foul, but Bronte Moore just got the block and was all clean. And there was a little bit of standing around, but ends up with the Crusaders. So Johnny Whitworth brings it up. Taylor Thomas has got it. Well guarded by Kramer. Taylor looks for help, finds Bronte Moore top of the key. Oh, nice little crossover by Bronte Moore. She's going to attack.
Yeah, she's tough.
Bronte Moore, fearless. She'll go to the line again to shoot another couple. As Shona O'Connell-Shea picks up the foul.
Now, Bronte is going to have to continue to be aggressive and be a scorer first this game, considering the names we just rattled off that are missing today, who are, like you said, you know, our offensive go-tos for the Crusaders. So people like Bronte, Taylor Thomas, especially Michaela Miller, they're just going to have to be more confident in their abilities and have to look to score more.
So Bronte hits the first, misses the second, but it's still going to be a Crusaders possession with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Johnny Whitworth to bring it in to Bronte Moore on the right wing. They try and go inside to Hutchins, but tapped away. O'Connell-Shea.
Yeah,
Hutchins got it.
Hutchins didn't have a secure seal there, so that's how the defender could get around.
And Hutch, a nice
she makes
work.
up for it.
Made up for it. Beautifully done by Nicole Hutchins, because Friesen was all alone there under the ring.
That was almost graceful, that little deflection.
Beautiful. Johnny Whitworth decides to go all the
that
way
left
himself.
side again. That
left hand.
side again. It's wide open.
So J-Dub will go to the line to shoot a couple.
J-Dub.
I'm hoping that sticks.
We'll have to tell Paris. Paris is sitting next to us.
That's right.
Johnny's partner, Paris, for everyone listening. Yes, so we'll have to tell her that Johnny's new nickname is J-Dub.
See, J-Dub Nation. I can just see it.
J-Dub Nation. It just rolls off the tongue. It sounds good.
So Johnny sinks the first free throw. And she's shooting 65% from the free throw line this season.
We've got Kyla Fitzgerald and Bree Kelly now on the court too, so this is exciting. Hopefully they can play with a bit more freedom, because both of them are scorers.
Absolutely.
You know, having coached them as juniors, I know that they're scorers and what they're capable of, but they just need to back themselves. Take this opportunity while they can.
So Stephanie Kramer now for the Bulls, well guarded by Bree Kelly. Go inside to Wright-Ponder, and Nicole Hutchins gets called for the over-the-back foul.
Now that was, I understand that was very tempting for Hutch because the ball was literally right in her face. However, her opposition was stuck under the basket, so she really didn't have anywhere to go.
Yep.
Just kind of bailed her out a little bit.
So LaShayla Wright-Ponder will go to the line, shoot a couple. She's shooting 68% from the free throw line. Nails the first one. And makes the second. So the lead's back to 1 for the Crusaders. They're up 10 points to 9. 4 and about half minutes left to play. First quarter. Bronte Moore to Kyla Fitzgerald. Kyla, nice pass inside to Hutchins. Nicole finds Bronte Moore. And we see an offensive foul.
That hurts. That's 2 fouls in a row for Hutch, so she's going to have to come off.
So that means crowd favourite Leaney will step in for her first minutes. Lozolini Cartier, number 14 for the Central Coast Crusaders. Georgia Sturton, guarded by Fitzgerald, brings it up. Kramer, Taylor Tom, Bree Kelly's on her, switches to Johnny Whitwer. Abby O'Flynn drives the middle, goes inside to O'Connell Shea, who beautiful.
Nice touch.
Very nice by Shona. Puts it in for 2. And Bulls take the lead 11 points to 10. Under 4 minutes to play. Lozolini decides to go all the way, no mucking around. Can't get the shot in to go though. And it's off and running for the Bulls. So Georgia Sturton brings it up. Guarded by Whitwer. Georgia stops for a 3. Oh, so close. There's a bit of a rebounding opportunity there, but Bree Kelly comes away with it. To Fitzgerald. Lozolini, top of the key. Lozolini.
The trail 3.
Short.
She can hit them too. Did she not hit one yesterday?
No, but the game before she did. So rebound, Wright-Ponder, and heavily met there was Georgia Sturton. And she got crunched. And she's going to go to the line and shoot a couple.
So I'm not sure if this is on Fitzgerald or Moore. It's on Fitzgerald.
So Kyla just rubbing the schnoz, making sure she's okay, and the front teeth.
Yeah, it would be in Crusaders' best interest not to foul anymore, so we can't give away any cheap free throws.
Georgia Sturton shooting 87%, so someone you probably don't want to foul if you're a Crusader. Makes the second. So the Bulls are up 12 points to 10. Just over 3 minutes to play first quarter here at Breakers Indoor Sports Stadium as Bree Kelly brings it up. Gives it to Kyla Fitzgerald. Over across to Bronte Moore on the left wing. They look for Lozolini down low. She's guarded by Wright-Ponder. Turned over though. Picked up by Kramer. Off to Sturton. Sturton looks inside. Great pass into Wright-Ponder. And that's how you run the break. As Coach Miko calls timeout.
Yeah, the Crusaders just look really tentative on offense. I think, you know, like it's a lot of traditionally the bench players for the Crusaders this season who are having to play big minutes and be relied on to get this win today. They can't afford to be hesitant.
No.
Even just in that last play in the half-court offense, we could see people were cutting with hesitation. They have to make really firm cuts. They have to make sure that they're open, and we can't rely on the likes of Johnny and Hutch just to be, you know, the main scorers all the time. They're going to have their work cut out for them both ends, but all of the others are going to have to step up as well.
Yep, exactly. So Georgia Sturton and Daphne Friesen, 4 points each for the Inner West Bulls as they enjoy a 14-10 lead under 3 minutes to play. And again, Bulls haven't won a game in the women's comp this year, so
they're hungry for it.
They got nothing to lose. They're going to go out all guns blazing.
And our friend here, James O'Donoghue, who's a photographer for NBL1, who's here today, has just walked past recommending that I perhaps might have to suit up, and I said, absolutely not. Don't be absurd.
Well, your reputation does precede you. Everyone knows that you can still play.
No way. Have you asked my joints? My joints would tell you otherwise. But if you're out there, I recommend looking up James O'Donoghue on Instagram because his photography is really, really good. He's done really good coverage of NBL1 East.
All right, off we go. Under 3 minutes to play, first quarter. It's with the Crusaders. Bronte Moore to Johnny Whitwer. She's guarded by Wright-Ponder. Lozolini sets the screen as Johnny Whitwer looks for her inside. No, goes across to Fitzgerald for 3. Kyla hit the front of the ring. No good. Wright-Ponder with the rebound. Off to Stephanie Kramer on the right wing for the Bulls. Georgia Sturton, top of the key. Bree Kelly's got her. O'Connell-Shea, great pass inside to Kramer. But then Georgia Sturton for 3, in and out. Bronte Moore picks up the rebound.
And Sturton looked frustrated by that one missing, but to be honest, all of her shots have been on target. She's still been shooting relatively well. I mean, they're just rimming out. It's not like she's hitting the side of the backboard. So
Yep.
I'm sure she'll, just keep shooting the ball and she'll find a form.
As we see a substitution, and Daphne Friesen comes back in for the Bulls as O'Connell-Shea takes a seat. 2 minutes to play, first quarter. Kyla Fitzgerald top of the key, hands it off to Bree Kelly. Bree stops, waits
she
for
had a
help.
shot there. Nice pop,
Fitzgerald. We see a defensive foul, though, and I think they're going to call it on Daphne Friesen, number 15.
It's getting heated under there. Is it shots? It's shots.
So it is. Bulls are over the limit. So Lozzolini can't here. He's going to go to the line to shoot a couple.
This is the Crusaders' prime time to keep putting the ball on the floor, being aggressive and drawing fouls so they can chip away at this 4-point deficit with free throws.
Lozzolini, up until yesterday, was 100% from the free throw line. So she's going to get back on target. Hits the first one. And the second. Pure class.
Looks good. So we need to draw. Linny needs to try and draw more fouls now, because if she's shooting like that, that's what we need.
That's it. Abby O'Flynn's got it. Goes inside. Gee whiz,
Nice.
they passed well, the Bulls. As we see another foul.
That was a really nice pass. You could see that Whitwer's head was completely turned and not looking at the ball, so really, really good pass.
So one of the things the Bulls have done really well is find that open player near the ring with those passes over the top. As you see a substitution, Michaela Miller comes back in, as does Taylor Thomas. Bronte Moore takes a rest, as does Johnny Whitwer. And Georgia Sturton's at the line. Misses the first one. Makes the second. Back to a 3-point margin, 15 points to 12. The Bulls are up. Fitzgerald. Taylor Thomas gets it back. That low centre of gravity is her friend right now. And smart play.
Absolutely. She did really, really well there. She used her body to protect the ball, just holding on there, knowing that her opposition was fouling.
That's it. Yeah.
There's no way around
just
that.
waiting.
That was a foul.
So Abby O'Flynn gets called for that one. And again, over the limit, the Bulls. So Taylor Thomas goes to the line to shoot a pair. Can't complete the first one. Taylor shooting 83% from the free throw. So pretty good at the free throw line. Just not today. Georgia Sturton. Off to Kramer. Again, go inside. But good defense by Leaney. Knocks it away as Wright-Ponder's like, so much had it. Minute and a half to play first quarter, 15 to 12. Favour of the visitors. Into Kramer. They're going to Wright-Ponder. Michaela Miller trying to defend her.
Ooh.
And Leaney. Ooh, a little reach in. Saw the cookie jar.
Oh, yeah.
It was a close run thing, but she'll get picked up for the foul, and that sends Wright-Ponder to the line again.
I think that's a really perfect example of, even if you have the ball in your hands when you're defending, just don't do it.
Yep.
Just don't take the risk.
Yep.
Just put your hands straight up and use your body first, because the refs will always call that benefit of the doubt call, right?
Wright-Ponder hits the bonus. And it's a 5-point margin, which is the biggest it's been for the game so far, as we see a substitution. A Tasman Haynes comes in for her first minutes for the Inner West Bulls.
And Haynes used to play for Bankstown. But unfortunately, Bankstown didn't have an NBL 1 East women's team this year.
Fitzgerald. Nice
great look from Fitzgerald.
Pass into Leaney. Wow, Kyla Fitzgerald.
See, that's what she's capable of. She just needs to back herself and keep doing that.
Well,
Go, Bree.
And a turnover. Bree Kelly comes up with it. A nice pass to Michaela, who pops for a jumper. There you go. Well, Crusaders have found their defensive prowess again and have cut the lead to 1.
Really nice combo between Kelly and Miller and Fitzgerald.
Sturton, well defended. Lini's
Great
come all the way out.
Yes.
Lozzolini.
And she's managed to hustle back.
That is really good defense by Cartier, but Wright-Ponder gets her own rebound. Actually, Daphne Friesen it is. Oh, gee, she went away and it said, give me the ball.
Fitzgerald was doing her absolute best to try and get that O-board, but it was just, just didn't have the reach, really.
That's poor Taylor Thomas trying to defend Daphne Friesen, who stands at about 6'6". And Daphne's going to go to the line to shoot a couple. Johnny Whitwer comes in, J-Dub.
We're going fast and small-ish.
Yeah, that's right. And we see the substitution for the Bulls as Jade Yeomans comes. Jade Yeomans, no, she doesn't. She's just taking a seat.
She must have taken the shooter. This is a really good opportunity now that Crusaders are fast and small. They're still, they've still got some length between Fitzgerald and Kelly and Whitwer. So if they just focus on playing really good hard-nosed D, forcing some turnovers and making some layups in the last 40 seconds, we'll take that momentum into the second quarter.
Daphne Friesen perfect from the line, and her reward is having a rest. As Jade Yeomans comes on. Back to a 3-point margin, 38 seconds left to play, first quarter. Coming to you live, NBL 1 East. Good pass into Bree Kelly. Can't quite complete it though, but she's good enough to hustle and go and get the ball back. Well, that little tenacious one, Bree Kelly, she comes up smiling.
Yeah, she's probably laughing at herself for missing the layup, I think, but that's why she had to get the loose ball.
So Crusaders possession. They'll get it back. Michaela Miller to inbound. Johnny Whitwood moving for her. She gets it. She wanted the three, but she already moved. Oh, Taylor Thomas finds a way
with
in.
The dunk, no.
Blocks. Well defended as Jade Yeomans comes up with it. Wright-Ponder considers the three. Georgia Sturton. She might go. She's going to go in. She's well defended. Georgia Sturton looks. There it is. O'Flynn for three. No good. Michaela Miller. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Has to get it up. Oh, Michaela. Tried to end the quarter. But what a good first quarter that was. As Crusaders came back with a little flurry. And the Bulls have hanged on to a 3-point margin, 19 points to 6.
Oh, it's just, Crusaders are in a really good position. They just need to knuckle down on their defense, and Megan will be playing against the USA. So it's going to open with like some real cracking games. Fantastic.
And we're away in the second quarter. Georgia Sturton for the Bulls brings it up as they enjoy a 3-point margin. Tasman Haynes across to O'Flynn to Sturton, who's guarded by Bree Kelly. Bree Kelly's not going to let up as Jade Yeomans goes all the way in. Couldn't quite make it, but Wright-Ponder's there with the rebound. And she gets fouled as she tried to get it back. And she's going to go back to the line again. LaShayla.
I think Whitwer was trying to make up for the missed box out, hoping that she'd get the loose ball. She's on 2. We've got to keep an eye on this foul count, I think, Hamish, because Crusaders will be in danger.
They will. And LaShayla puts them both away. So now a 5-point margin, 21-16 in favour of the Inner West Bulls. There's a turnover. And Abby O'Flynn comes up with it. Across all the way to...
Oh, great D by TT.
Tasman Haynes had it taken away, and Bree Kelly's off and running. Finds Taylor Thomas. Got the intercept. Bree Kelly for three. Bree! Hello! The Central Coast native gets the crowd on their feet with a beautiful 3-point bomb.
Damn, and the crowd exploded when she hit that.
2-point game. Wright-Ponder steps back, and a beautiful fadeaway to Shayla. Oh, Taylor Thomas. She went up, trying to get as high as she could off the backboard. Unfortunately, didn't go in.
Yeah, a little bit too deep.
Georgia Sturton's got it for the Bulls. She's guarded by Johnny. Oh,
whoa,
what a
dime!
The look away by Georgia Sturton was incredible.
Oh, that looked so good.
Well,
an anticlimax of missed layup.
That would have been the top 10 if it had been finished, but Wright-Ponder she got fouled.
Early timeout here by Crusaders.
So Coach Miko, what can he say to his players to get them back into the game?
I'm hoping he's going to have a defensive focus, to be honest, because they look a little like they look a step behind. They're not playing proactive, or they're playing reactive. When you play reactive, this is what happens.
Yep.
You rack up careless fouls. You have their best players, going to the free throw line all the time. So I'm hoping it's going to be a defensive focus.
So, interestingly, I mean, you've got Danica Rowe, who's not playing today. She got 20 points yesterday. Sarah Matthews, who averages 20 points, 10 rebounds across the season. Abby Cracknell, who can light it up. Muffy Loader, their playmaker, all absent from today's game.
Yep.
And like you said at the start of the call, the rotation players are going to have to step up and contribute.
Yeah, for sure. And this is the thing, though, that they're all capable of doing it, though. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've coached them. I know what they're capable of. It's just the difference is the belief that they have in themselves and in each other to make sure that this combination can get the win today.
Well, we've seen Nicole Hutchins light it up with a 26-point outpouring in a game. Michaela Miller, when she hits a couple, she can get hot real quick.
They just got to play really smart too. We can't afford to have people like Hutch in foul trouble.
Yep. So LaShayla back to the line. Can't put it away though. And Michaela Miller comes up with the rebound. So it's a 6-point margin, 25-19 in favour of the Bulls. Michaela Miller, top of the key. Looks for help, finds Whitwer, who's guarded by Yeomans. Hutchins back to Johnny for three. Johnny off. Picked up by the Bulls. It's in the hands of Georgia Sturton. Good defense there by Bree Kelly. It's back into the hands of Rachel Kemp, who's come on. Three-point attempt. No good. Taylor Thomas. And there's a foul on Rachel Kemp, who's come on for the Bulls. Their first team foul for the quarter. As Bronte Moore comes back in. So Coach Donna O'Flynn for the Bulls, calling out the shots. Johnny Whitwer sees the screen by Hutchins, but good defense by Wright-Ponder. Got the block, get it off to Rachel Kemp, puts a step in and puts it away. Great transition there by the Bulls. There's a turnover. And then Kemp comes up with it again. Back to Sturton. Bulls have got it. Out to an 8-point margin. Crusaders have got to just compose themselves here. Otherwise, it's going to run away from them. Wright-Ponder. Sturton on the left wing. O'Flynn. Back to Kemp. Shot clock's at 3. Oh, Rachel Kemp with a beautiful jump shot. Now it's a 10-point game. And Squin, Crusaders have got to tighten up.
Yeah, they really need to.
Nice pass in and good run to the basket by Bree Kelly.
See, that's definitely going to help.
She gets fouled. She'll go to the line.
I feel like they're in cruise control at both ends of the floor. Like they're just taking a step back. They're kind of waiting everything to happen for them, and it's not. You have to go and you have to go out there and commit and make things happen.
Interestingly, talking to Coach Miko Van Loiters yesterday, he said we just can't assume it's going to be a win game, even though they haven't won a game all season. They're going to come here and try and get that first win.
And especially in the second half of the season when, the ladder is pretty much established. I mean, this is the last round for us anyway. You can't assume anything when you're playing people on different parts of the ladder. So we saw that yesterday with our Crusaders men. It was 1 versus 11, and it was the tightest game that we've had all season.
Been brilliant. So Bree Kelly puts both free throws away, and Georgia Sturton's got it for the Bulls with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Well guarded by Bree Kelly, who's hounding on defense. Sturton, though, steps all the way around.
Miscommunication there, though,
Johnny
on that pick and roll.
Oh, there was a foul. No call by the ref.
Good pick up by Miller.
Bree Kelly, and finds Bronte Moore. Waits for help. Good pass inside.
Oi!
And there's a foul.
No, he's just called out of bounds.
8 points the margin. 6.5 to play second quarter. Bree Kelly for 3. Short. Comes up with it for the Bulls. There's Georgia Sturton. She tries to get it in, but knocked away there by Bronte Moore. Michaela Miller finds Bronte for 3. Bronte looked beautiful off the hand, and it looked good all the way down.
Much more confident play, much more.
Back to a 5-point margin. Crusaders trying to keep it close. Rachel Kemp for the Bulls. All the way across to Sturton on the left wing. Bree Kelly's still on her. Trying to tap it away. Sturton to Kemp. Johnny Witt was with her. Great defense. Awkward shot by Kemp. Good defense by Crusaders.
Much better stop.
Bronte Moore comes up with it. Gets it across to Johnny Whitworth. Johnny can settle for a baseline jumper. Not quite, but Hutch is there with the rebound. And there you go, Nicole. Oh, don't mess with the Terminator.
No way.
Just too strong, too big. Gets the rebound,
really,
and she gets fouled.
Really good rebound. And, I mean, people assume, oh, you're so much taller than everyone else. You've got the reach. Yeah, but you've also got 2 tiny guards hacking at your arms when you're moving for the rebound, when you're grabbing the rebound and back up again. So that's tough.
You kind of liken it to trying to climb a tree. She's got both arms out, 2 little people trying to climb the tree at the same time.
Yeah.
And she's trying to get the shot off.
But the tree's actually trying to do something productive.
Leave me alone, she says. Well, that's a much better run for the Crusaders. They've got out to 10. Now it's back to 5. So if they can keep it close, then they're a chance. So LaShayla Wright-Ponder, 12 points for the Bulls and 6 rebounds doing the business for them. And an even spread for the Crusaders with Johnny Whitwer, Michaela Miller and Leaney all 4 points. Bronte Moore and Bree Kelly, the high scorers, 5 points for the Crusaders. Good to see Coach Donna O'Flynn for the Bulls wearing the green shirt. I like a little bit of fashion.
Yeah.
At the basketball.
You know what's really interesting? There were some pictures over the season, especially the college season, of female coaches wearing, what they want to wear to coach.
Yes.
And, typically you see male coaches in, like the club gear or a suit or a polo and some slacks. There's, I remember seeing a picture online of a female college coach wearing like a pink jacket or pink boots or something, and just the various types of comments you get online just shows that kind of unconscious bias between men, But look, bring the fashion, ladies.
I like
Wear what you want to wear when you're coaching.
Brilliant. Nicole Hutchins sinks the second free throw, and it's back to a 4-point margin.
And our friend Coach Liz Mills.
That's right.
She coaches in some boots, so that's kind of her general boots that she likes to wear, like when she's coaching.
There's a 3-point attempt from Jade Yeomans. No good. Hutchins with the rebound off to Michaela Miller, who's running. Michaela looks for help.
Great extra pass by Kyla.
There's the ball movement.
Much better.
That you want to see from the Crusaders as Jade Yeomans comes up with it.
And Miller's got the skills to keep going to the basket to look to score herself.
And that was great play. Yeomans from Tasman Haynes, who got the pass in for the assist. And we're back to a 6-point game. Johnny Whitworth to Kyla Fitzgerald, who's come on. Bronte Moore finds Whitworth down low. Johnny.
Oh, good find on the elbow.
And there's Hutchins. Couldn't quite get the jumper to go, though.
Much better option, though, than what the Crusaders have been having.
Ball movement much better for the Crusaders. Wright-Ponder for the mid-range. No good. But there's Yeomans with an offensive board. Stephanie Kramer. No good. Kyla Fitzgerald pushes it up. Bronte Moore. A little bit low, but she's good enough to get it back. And then looks for Fitzgerald and then finds Hutchins. Nicole up high. Finds Fitzgerald, who decides to go in on the left hand. No good.
Oh, unlucky.
Hutchins couldn't get the rebound. Picked off by Jade Yeomans for the Bulls. She finds on the right wing Tasman Haynes, who puts it in. Back to a 7-point game. 33-25, Bulls are up. Just over 4 minutes to play, second quarter. Johnny Whitworth, tapped away by Yeomans. Substitution for the Crusaders. TT comes in.
TT.
And Leaney.
She also actually has a side, I think she has a side business called TT Signs, where she does like signs for special events.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Excellent. And Bianca Smalls come on for the Bulls. Johnny Whitworth launches a 3. A little bit short, but Bronte Moore. Oh, well, there you go. Good hustle.
The desperation. We need that. More desperation. More 1%ers. More hustle.
Tasman Haynes.
All the cliches.
I love it. Tasman Haynes and Bronte Moore wrapped up in a jump ball, and refs just discussing something. Maybe what they had for lunch. I
They've
don't
called
know.
a foul? No? Wait. Oh, or maybe
No,
time. I have no idea.
don't
Time
know
on the
what
clock?
that was for.
Don't know.
Crusaders have got possession. That's the end of the story. Leaney goes
Great
all the
pass.
way in, and he couldn't put it away, but it's tapped out by Yeomans for the Bulls, and the Crusaders will end up with possession. And if you are watching, you may notice we've got a pretty full house today, and that's because we've got a lot of the life members who will be honoured today, which is great. Johnny! There we go. Johnny Whitwer. The J-Dub hits
while
from
her
the triple.
defender was on the ground.
Bianca Small has got it. Gets it across to Wright-Ponder. They move it across to Stephanie Kramer. Middle. There's a jump shot. Tasman Haynes, short. Wright-Ponder trying to go all the way over. And she got fouled as she climbed. She basically took a mark over Leaney's shoulder.
Yeah, she did.
And I thought, well, maybe she'd get killed for the foul, but she didn't.
I wonder if she's watched Aussie rules yet. Because,
Well.
I mean, with that athleticism and reach like that.
It's pretty good. She could do it. One of those crossover athletes.
Yeah, lots of transferable skills.
Absolutely. So Hutchins has come on for Leaney for the Crusaders. And they, what
great
hands by
steal.
Bronte Moore, but unfortunately she throws it back into the hands of the Bulls. So it's now with Stephanie Kramer, top of the key. Shot clock's at 10. Kramer, there's a foot violation.
Still, good hustle. Look, I know that the Bulls are going to get it back, but they're still being disruptive.
I got to touch the ball.
Yes. A game ball.
There we go.
We
I
used
feel
to
like I'm part of it now.
We used to get so excited when we were kids watching if we got to touch the game ball.
Wright-Ponder up against Hutchins.
Ooh,
Travel.
great defense, much better defense.
Well, Coach Miko was looking for it, and he got the call. And we're back to a 5-point margin. And really, the Crusaders, they want to get a score on this possession. Michaela Miller
Good
finds
find.
Bronte for 3. I like it. Oh, just over the top of the ring. But Yade Yeomans comes up with it for the Bulls. Back to Stephanie Kramer at the top of the key. Hutchins way out high, tries to put pressure on. She does.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, I know there was a mismatch, but it was good communication from Miller on the D-trans.
Whitwer, J-Dub, off the back of the ring. Ooh, so close. But it'll still be a Crusaders ball. It's just come off a Bull's hand.
But even then, Miller, really good with communicating on the D-trans because she covered the back and got Hutch to cover the top, and so forcing that long shot. But even then, on offensive transition, Miller was wide open. No one was on her, and she's looking to pass. Go and dunk it.
Just go for it.
It's the last game. Just do it.
J-Dub to Tay-Tay. They go inside to Hutchins. She had to sky for that one, but she got it. She was good enough. Hutchins decides to give it back. Well, it'll be a knock off the Bulls, but only 2 seconds on the shot clock. Miko's calling a play from the sideline.
I like this play that he's called too. This is one of my favourites. If it's well executed, they'll definitely get a shot off in 2 seconds.
So Bronte Moore will inbound on the baseline. And she gets it in across.
Oh, Johnny!
Whitwer.
Oh, unlucky.
Shot clock violation. Didn't quite get the shot off on time.
Oh, I don't.
It was close.
It was so close.
Close.
Could see
very
her
close.
in slow motion.
So Georgia Sturton brings it up for the Bulls. Stephanie Kramer's got it. Taylor Thomas is with her. Good defense. Across to Georgia Sturton on the left wing. She thinks about a 3. There's Small off the glass. Hutchins with the rebound. Gets it across to Miller. Michaela Miller looking for help. Decides to go in herself. That's what you're talking about, Swin.
There we go. That's what I want.
That's what you were looking for. It's not like she's afraid of going in. She'll go against anybody.
No, actually, now you think about it, like she's really tough, especially when it comes to defense, boxing out, getting after loose balls. We know she can hit a 3. I don't see her drive in very often.
Well, maybe you need to have talked to her at halftime.
I think I'll leave that to the coaches. Maybe I can just plant some seeds with the
You've got
coaching
contacts.
stuff.
So Michaela Miller goes to the line. It's the first. She's sitting 60% over the season.
Yeah, I think she settles too much for the jumpers and the 3s. I would love to see her game evolve to be more of a threat from the drive.
So Michaela cuts the lead to 3. And we've got just under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Georgia Sturton. Taylor Thomas has done so well on defense against her. Stephanie Kramer now for the Bulls. Into the hands of Tasman Haynes. Haynes, well defended, tries to get it in. He gets fouled. And Bronte Moore gets called for the holding foul. And that's Bronte's second.
Oh, that's good. That's good for B. Happy with that.
So,
as long as she doesn't pick up a third in the next minute 44.
Haynes hits the first one. Tasman shooting 40%. Makes a mockery of that stat and hits both free lines.
That's the problem. Perhaps the first time that's actually happened this weekend, because usually we've been cursing people. We've been talking about their good free throw percentage, and then they keep missing.
Shocking. Now, Michaela Miller has decided she's like Shaq in a little girl's body, and she's going to the line.
She got some air.
Muscle in.
She got some air on that play.
She sure did. So she's got fouled. She didn't go to the line. And maybe that's the switch you're talking about, is that, you know, on defense, she's an absolute animal and does not let up and is ferocious. Maybe she's just got to make that switch to the offensive side. She misses the first. It's a 5-point margin, 35-30. The Bulls are up, minute and a half to play, first half. She makes the second. And I think psychologically, the Crusaders just want to keep it around about that 4 or 5 point mark at halftime. Haynes drives, goes all the way in with a push. Oh, a great move.
Yeah, really nice finish. That was a great D from TT, but with a very classy finish by Haynes. I think that's one of her go-to moves, to be honest.
6 points. 37-31. Bronte Moore, well hassled. Michaela Miller's got it.
Oh,
goes
nice
all the way
find
across
in
to
the
Whitworth.
corner.
Johnny, I like it. It's a bit short though, but she follows the rebound, kicks it off to Taylor Thomas. Michaela Miller, who again is cut.
Good patience, good kick.
Johnny Whitworth for 3. Short, but again Johnny Whitworth tries to get an offensive rebound.
Both very good offensive possession from
Haynes,
Crusaders. We need some
nice
backup
pass
here on
to
the
Sturton.
D-trans though.
He puts it away with the left hand. It's out to an 8-point margin now.
The Inner West Bulls have done a really, really good job on their offensive transition this game.
Whitworth to Bronte Moore, guarded by Haynes. Bronte looking for movement, finds Michaela Miller top of the key. Stephanie Kramer's got her. Miller, shot clock's at 5. Bronte goes baseline, tries to get into Hutchins. It comes off her foot. Shot clock's at 1. She gets it off, not in time. Oh, and the crowd can't believe it. And neither can Michaela. Shot was good, but unfortunately, after the shot clock expired. Breaks your heart.
Oh, doesn't it? That's what I'm feeling.
Go, Michaela. 39-31. 15 seconds left to play. Shot clock's off. Georgia Sturton with a crossover. Looks for help. Goes inside to Wright-Ponder, but good defense by the Hutch. As Daphne Friesen actually has come on. 10 seconds in the game clock. Daphne Friesen, right wing. Big mismatch against Taylor Thomas, who tries to defend her. And a travelling call against Daphne. So
really
Crusaders,
good team D.
7 seconds to get off a decent shot. Plenty of time as Johnny Whitworth decides to go all the way herself. Gets it across. Bronte Moore, offensive foul. Oh, J-Dub sent Stephanie Kramer packing to the floor. And that'll give the Bulls 1.5 seconds to get off a halftime heave.
Such a gutsy play to finish this half. That's a really, really great defense from the Bulls.
And that's halftime. So there you go, very entertaining one. And Crusaders looked like they were coming back to cut the margin, but the Bulls, a little run towards the end, have extended the lead out to 8 points.
Oh, I've got to give credit to the Bulls for really hanging in there.
They did.
Because, you know, they've been, you know, under lots of trials and tribulations this season, as you said, haven't won a game. And there were a couple of times where the Crusaders were coming back and pressuring them, but they haven't let up. They've really stuck to...
So we're about to get a start. And Inner West Bulls will inbound through Abby O'Flynn. In she goes to Georgia Sturton, and we're away. Stephanie Kramer for the Bulls. To Wright-Ponder. Georgia Sturton. Off to Abby O'Flynn, tries the three. No good. Johnny Whitwer comes up with it. It's an 8-point margin. The Bulls are up. Taylor Thomas to Bronte Moore, top of the key. Michaela to J-Dub. Sets for a three.
Wide open,
Johnny
J-Dub.
Whitwer. Oh, look good. But Hutchins is there to contest. Good work by Nicole. Great pass inside to Johnny Whitwer, and that's the easiest two she'll get all season. Great work by Nicole Hutchins.
Yeah, really good hustle and good patience as well after the O-board as well.
Back to a 6-point margin. Bulls have got it. Top of the key. Abby O'Flynn gives it across to Sturton. Georgia calling instructions to Wright-Ponder, who goes inside. Actually, it's Daphne. Friesen, but well contested by Hutchins as Michaela Miller's off and running. She goes to Bronte Moore. Bronte goes baseline. Loses the handle, though. Stephanie Kramer comes up with it for the Bulls. Kramer on the left side. Sees Wright-Ponder go all the way to the basket and in. And a foul. Oh, just a bit of a careless one there. I think Nicole Hutchins, Wright-Ponder had the pathway.
Yeah,
He's got
that's
a chance to complete 3-point play.
One of those situations where I'm not too sure where the help defense was. I'm guessing maybe there wasn't any help defense to read that play because we all knew that was coming. But yeah, Hutch was in a position where it's like, do I just let her get the layup? But then she committed the soft foul and she got the layup too, so it's a bit of a double whammy.
So LaShayla short on the attempt. So it stays an 8-point margin. Johnny Whitwer across to Taylor Thomas on the right wing. Taylor Thomas looks for help. That's centre low.
Yeah, she's so low.
She's so low.
So low.
Bronte Moore goes left
good
hand,
job.
tries to get it off the glass. Rebound by Friesen. Off and running the Bulls. Kramer to Georgia Sturton. Way out near the top of the key. Georgia.